Adorable video game characters are just so fun. Just by simply looking at them, they're able to bring the biggest smiles to our faces. There's plenty of cute characters out there, but today we're going to check out two in particular: Kirby from the Kirby series, and Jigglypuff from the first generation of Pokemon. Despite being from two completely different game series, surprisingly, these cute little puffballs have a lot more in common than one might initially think. I'm also not attempting to connect the two series in any way. I'm not trying to convince you that Kirby is secretly a Pokemon, or that Jigglypuff is from the planet Popstar. None of that. It's simply just analyzing and comparing these two insanely charming creatures for fun. First and most obvious are the aesthetic designs, how they physically look. They're both pink spherical creatures, commonly known in the community as puffballs. They have stubby little legs and stubby little arms. The overall designs are very simplistic, but for both cases, it's completely understandable. Kirby was created by the legend himself, Masahiro Sakurai, when Sakurai was only 19. When I was 19, this is the best character creation I could do. So for someone that young to create something so simple yet iconic, it's definitely a testament to the man's talent. But he was still only 19. That's very young. No matter how creative you are, there's always so much more that can and will be done. As for Jigglypuff, the main artist for Pokemon is Ken Sugimori, and man, is this guy talented. I mean, look at that watercolor art. All of the illustrations for the first generation of Pokemon were so distinct and bold. However, he did have to illustrate 151 different creatures and make them all look distinct. So odds are, at least one was going to have a simple design. You know, at least. But both of these characters share one big defining feature: their eyes. Those mesmerizing and hypnotic eyes. Just staring into those big and bright works of magic can make you forget about everything going on in the world and take you to a state of jubilation. Moving on! When it comes to abilities, it isn't really fair to compare, considering Kirby has the copy ability, which literally allows him to do whatever he wants, and Jigglypuff is a Pokemon that's able to learn TMs. So in that sense, they're both very versatile characters, but there is one specific thing, however. Kirby's most iconic ability is to suck. Like, literally. There's an entire dimension living within his stomach. This allows him to puff up his body and continuously inhale. He can also float. He does this by, again, puffing up his body like a balloon and staying in the air. As for Jigglypuff, their staples involve singing a lullaby and putting you to sleep. Now, in order for them to achieve maximum singability, according to the Pokedex, they inflate their body and lungs, kind of like a balloon, and sing their little hearts out. Jigglypuff can also inflate its body to float, as seen in the Super Smash Bros. Series, which, coincidentally enough, was made by Masahiro Sakurai, the guy who created Kirby. You see, it kind of ties together. Also, as I just said, Jigglypuff's most powerful attack is the ability to sing. And what's one of Kirby's most powerful attacks? Yes, singing. In the Pokemon anime, Jigglypuff has a short temper. It's kind of a dick. Whenever it sings, it obviously puts everyone to sleep. This angers Jigglypuff, instantly resulting in him or her to draw on everyone's face with a marker. Believe it or not, this type of short temper can be seen with Kirby. Whenever something goes wrong in Dreamland, Kirby doesn't hesitate to instantly point fingers and put the blame on King Dedede, even if he's completely innocent. Kirby's like, nope, he did it. So those are just a few similarities I was able to find between the two. Is there something that I left out? Or better yet, what are some similarities between certain games and characters that you've noticed? Let me know by leaving a comment. Honestly, this video was made because I've seen way too much Jigglypuff and Kirby fanfiction. Like, I'm scared. It wouldn't even work out. Kirby is always sleeping and Jigglypuff doesn't seem to like it when people sleep. Why am I thinking about this? Thanks for hanging around, and I'll see you all later.